Hello, beautiful souls. How are you all feeling today? And to tame my baby hair, I'm wearing this hairband. This is like another product that I'll be putting up in Turkey. This is made of crochet. I really love it. But again, my hairs are like too wild to tame them. Anyways, stepping up to this week, we are in the final week of July. Like, yes, the month of July has also ended while we are at home, quarantined, and going through this biggest pandemic, I guess, in our generation we have experienced. And also coming up next week is on 3rd of August is Raksha Bandhan. It's one of the biggest festivals celebrated here between brothers and sisters to celebrate the love and bond that they all share. So if you're not with your loved ones like during this festival, make a little extra effort, to hold that space for care and gentleness for yourself, and maybe talk to them and communicate with them of like how are they feeling, how are they really feeling, how has the times of COVID and all of it has like affected them, and maybe like take a notch up on really communicating well with your loved ones rather than just the hi, hello, how are you, okay, see you later type. Go beyond that, go deeper, try to also send a vibe that you're ready to listen to them, and like so like they can speak up to you. It's not just you're not here as a person only to listen to their highs and buys and okay fine like that. So make a little space for people to speak up about how they're feeling and how you can also listen to them. And before we go on to our card reading for this week, let us just have a little quick recap of what cards came up previous week, because I think it was really very beautiful. And this is how usually I do. Like after every week has ended, I go and look at the card that showed up by the starting of the week, and what was the theme that they were telling me, and how what did I learn and how well did it go. And so I guess the last week there were three cards: balancing, like balancing our emotional, physical, and all our schedule, and balancing our energy to where we are putting it more or less. Enchantment, where asking, this is where we are like lacking, not bringing more enchantment and beauty in our lives. And exercising free will, where again it was a message where we need to take care of our own energy rather than getting just turmoiled by what is happening around us, and taking charge of our energy. Okay, so this was that happened last week, and I feel it was so apt because I consciously took few actions to bring some changes in my schedule and sleep pattern, and it has helped a lot with my energy and how more productive I could be. And then like me and everyone at home kind of schedule and divided the course around chores or course, whatever things to do at home around, considering the maids, and there are no help still provided from the outside world to us. It's okay. And yeah, and I really sat down with myself and I asked, where in my life am I holding not to see magical things. And I came up with a really good like journaling, and it really shifted my energy to experiencing more magical moments in my life. Okay, so that's about the last week. Today I have a new card deck. So this is like a early Rakhi gift that I already got from my sister. So this is the Health and Law of Attraction card by Esther and Jerry Hicks. So Esther and Jerry has passed on to light right now, but Esther is the one who consciously channels the teachings of Abraham. You don't have to be religious and very technical to understand that. I'm just saying. So the card deck is Health and the Law of Attraction card. And let's go on with our card reading. I also have a small surprise by the end of the entire video thing. Also, I'm really very happy because of a lot of things. Is first, because of the new card deck. Second, I got such a great response for my Rakhis and the entire crystal collection on my website. So I'm really very happy and thankful for everyone who made a purchase and contribution for it. It's not like you're just not buying a very small item from my shop, but it's like you're supporting my vision and the dream of my business. Okay. Now let us. What is that we must know for the week? Oh, okay. So the card is like this card goes well so much with the energy that we are experiencing right now. A doctor who offers. Okay, so this is the card because of the light. I'll just post it anyways. So the card deck is like you have different photos, like a creative or a two line or a one line, and then you have the entire description of it. Like this is how with all the cards. Okay. But the card that came up to speak to all of us for this week is a doctor who offers hope can be much of can be of much value. A doctor who offers hope can be of much value. Now I'm just reading the text, what's written behind it. When medicine and science stop looking for cures and begin to look for vibrational causes or imbalance, they will see a much higher rate of recovery. If a doctor does not believe that you can recover from your illness, your association with that doctor is extremely detrimental. For there is much evidence to show that people can recover from supposedly incurable diseases. There are two factors that have anything to do with your recovery: your desire and your belief. And a negative, incurable diagnosis is hindering your belief. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay. The extended message that I'm getting from this card is that there could be a space in your life that you felt you can't grow anymore, or like that situation can't be changed any more, any like whatever you do until someone super professional person can't do anything about it, or like there is a massive solution that has been found for the problem that you're facing in your life, you can't go ahead with it. So I think that is where you and we all are limiting ourselves. The card is telling us we need to shift our fears into belief and have a desire to get away from that problem and have a desire to get away from what we are feeling miserably, then to be in a space where we are looking for solution. And when we believe and have desire to be cured, or like the entire COVID thing is like massively happening all around the world, and I am praying every day that people find the vaccine for it. So but putting so much belief on a person, like for example, we all have heard so many cases, and moments where people were told that you won't live or walk or something like that, but people have cured so well from that situation and from that illness. So just like that, if a person has told you that you're always gonna be like this, or you will always be suffering from this, or you will always be so, I don't know, stubborn, or you will never change, or you'll always be fat, or you'll never be flexible, like blah blah blah, all the things that people have been telling you or you have been believing because someone has been telling you is not your reality. You hold the medicine of that change and of the transformation to yourself, and you need to have that deep desire to change, and you need to have that deep belief that it can be cured and that it can be changed for better. And only because if you are a human does not mean that you really have to suffer all that you're suffering right now. No, you don't have to. So yeah, so this week consciously think about all the things that you felt, maybe like you are supposed to suffer and it will never be cured. Think about that and consciously develop the desire, or look upon to spaces where you can be more problem, like more solution based rather than more problem based. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Also, I thought it was just a very random and very natural thing. Like I always tell you that I don't structure any of my, card readings or something. I felt there should be one affirmation, for every week. But let's see how far, like, the energies work well through me. Um, I am very pretty sure they will always, but although there are always different messages that they want me to deliver it to you. So this week, they want you to know the affirmation for this week is I get more things done when I surrender. Okay. This affirmation, like for me, myself, it is like too big to say, but then I understand the power of it. So I'll just anyways write it, and you can always message me personally to know it. The affirmation for this week that the universe and the angels are trying to tell you is I get more things done when I truly surrender. Okay. And you can picturize or visualize surrendering to the light or the god that you believe in, or the guru that you believe in, or to any source that you heavenly source that you believe in. And yeah, that's all. So thank you so much for again tuning into for this week's card reading. I'm so happy for my card decks. By the way, we always will be looking for more new card decks. So in case you also want to gift me anything, I'm open to receiving card decks, books, stationery books, and lots of pens. Like in my space where I sit and work, I have like three sets of different, sets of different type of pen. Like this is that, this is this. So yeah, and when I say this, a lot of people, okay, few things. A lot of people have been asking me about what is this, like card reading, kya hai ye, this and that. And I just want to say that let's not complicate it. When you read a book and you feel, oh, like like an aha moment or something, when you read a book and you feel, oh, this is something, so something important that you can carry on and remember for your improvement. Maybe you can look upon this cards. See, these cards like a tool. These cards are like tools and guidance, that you can work through and work with. We don't like put too much pressure on them. They are just so lovable and they are just so super communicative. So let's not complicate the process of it. It's very simple. I think of a question and I draw a card, and whatever the angels or the higher self is that I'm trying to channel, they just ask me to pull up a card and I do it. And it's never planned or it's never done in any other way. So just clearing the air. And secondly, because a lot of you have been asking about the crystals and a lot of stuff, so I am planning to either make a set of videos like explaining everything in basic of card reading, crystals, EFT tapping, then what else? Reiki, energy healing, aura healing, and how what is aura and all that. So you can let me know if there is any particular topic that you want me to speak about. I will surely write about it. And because I like to be always very know-how of what I'm speaking, so I would like to do a little homework about it, before making a video or a podcast. I have not decided that, but we'll get on to it quickly. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in again. And I love you all so much. Thank you for being here and supporting this space every week. I guess it's probably been more than a month, and I'm very happy and delighted that it's still by the end of July, and every one of us that I know are very safe and very, in a safe space, and we are all safe space mentally also, emotionally also. In case you are not and you feel that you need to talk to someone, you can anytime contact me. You won't be judged at all. I'm really happy to talk about whatever you want to get help from. That's all. Thank you so much. And I think this hairband situation is really nice for me. What do you think? Okay. Thank you so much. Signing off for this week. See you in August now, because literally I don't know where has the time passed during this entire quarantine situation, but I am somewhere enjoying it a lot because I got so much time to spend with me. So thank you so much for being here again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all. Have a super amazing week and a super amazing life. Eat lots of chocolate if you can, and just be happy. Thank you. Bye.